Hey everyone, and this is going to be a review of the Wave 3 DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, and a ranking of each course included, so let's get right into it. I thought this DLC wave was very strong, with it bringing back fan favourites such as 3DS Rainbow Road, Maple Treeway, Peach Gardens, etc. And we finally got the addition of London Loop, Berlin Bypass and Merry Mountain from Mario Kart Tour. But when comparing these tracks to the other two waves, I'd even argue and say that this is the best wave we've had. I think this is the best collection of tracks that they've brought out, with the most varied amount of fan favourites they brought back. So let's start off with ranking each course, and in 8th place I'd have to put London Loop. In London Loop you race around familiar landmarks such as Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and more in this England-inspired course. Obviously it's my home country, so you'd think there'd be a bit of bias here, but there isn't. The reason that this is last on the review is that I just didn't enjoy this track as much as the others, and it just didn't really stick out to me all that much, which is weird because it's a course that themed around my home country. Plus, I mean, it's not a bad course by any means. It's just not as good as any of the others in my opinion. In 7th place we have Boo Lake. This is a spooky, boo-filled track set on a haunted lake which originated in Mario Kart Super Circuit on the GBA. Boo Lake is 7th place because although it does some really creative things using underwater elements and anti-grav, it's still a bit of basic course because obviously most of the courses from the GBA and SNES are still really basic, but nevertheless it's still really fun. In 6th place next up is Rock Mountain from Mario Kart 7. Also, I think it's also named Alpine Pass, as the name Rock Mountain doesn't quite fit in the course selection screen, but this course has sharp turns, forests and bouncing boulders as you go up a mountain. There's also a ramp over a warp pipe to put some wind in your sails, which allows for some creative shortcuts next to the the actual finish itself. It's 6th place, however, due to it not being as good to race on as the other tracks on this list, but again it's still really good. It's one of the best tracks in my opinion from Mario Kart 7. In 5th place we have Berlin Bypass, where you really have to watch out for falling thwomps and whomps as you make your way around Germany with landmarks such as the German Wall, from a course which originated in Mario Kart Tour alongside obviously Merry Mountain and London Loop. This was one of the ones, as well as London Loop, that people expected to come back sooner, as it was one of the first ones I believe. But yeah, the creative turns, thwomps and train tunnels make this course worthy of 5th place. In 4th place we have Merry Mountain from Mario Kart Tour. In this track you have a half pipe to bank up on, snowy hills, and railroad tracks that feature massive candy canes, wrapped gifts galore, and a sort of Christmas village with Toads and Yoshis all about, and a flying sleigh train, which is a nod to Santa Claus obviously. But this track is really good, especially this time of year in December, as it's a Christmas themed course and it's just really fun, hence why I've put it in 4th place. In 3rd we have Maple Treeway from Mario Kart Wii, where you leap through the full foliage and race across massive trees whilst avoiding wigglers running about the treetops. Not much needs to be said about this track, as it's one of the best tracks from Mario Kart Wii, and this has already been remastered in Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. I'd argue and say this is also one of the best courses in Mario Kart history, alongside Peach Gardens and Rainbow Road, which I'm going to go over in a second, but yeah, hence why it's in 3rd place. In 2nd place we have Peach Gardens from Mario Kart DS, which brings back the chain chomps, fields of flowers to perform shortcuts in, and a brand new alternate final lap, which is the entire course but in reverse. The new final lap was a really good surprise, as I wasn't expecting it to be in there at all, and you even get to glide back over the topiary bushes right at the end, and you actually get to go through the other side of the castle. And in 1st place, the best track from Wave 3 for me is 3DS Rainbow Road. This isn't really a surprise if you knew I was ranking this list, but Rainbow Road winds and twists around multiple planetoids on the celestial course. The thing that makes this one of the best Rainbow Roads in my opinion, it's my 2nd favourite, just behind Mario Kart Wii's edition of it, but you get to drift around planet rings, you get to drive on a moon, you get to just drive over Rainbow Road, and the amazing new visuals are really great as well, as it's both nostalgic but it's recent enough to be just really enjoyed, and obviously it's a fan favourite. I think the course is just really well designed. I'd argue and say this is one of the best courses in Mario Kart history. Again, I'd say this is one of the best tracks, if not the best track from Mario Kart 7, so it's no surprise that they brought it back. I'm kind of surprised that they have brought it back this soon. I thought they would have waited till like Wave 5, Wave 6, but it's really nice to have it in Wave 3. So anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Tell me in the comments, what do you guys think of the Mario Kart Wave 3 DLC, and did you get it, and which course was your favourite? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.